in year 2020 as well. When you look at T0 to T1, which is right after the application of face mask, we have clear and significant difference between BAMP and versus conventional face mask. But when you look at the 2 years interval, even though there is some difference, the significance was gone for the SNA. But what about the orbit, SN orbit? We have a higher value of improvement with BAMP, actually BA face mask, and the treatment effect goes to the 2 years follow-up, go through the 2 years follow-up. So it's not temporary, it's sustained until 2 years follow-up. What about mandible? Even though we have some significant difference from going angle right after the application of face mask, but after 2 years, the significance was gone. Same to mandibular plane. So the mandibular change is not permanent because we only use this BAMP for a certain amount of period, like 1 year or 2 years, and then we stop. But that's the problem, I believe so. Let's look at the real patient. I have 9 years and 2 months follow-up. This is a very special patient for me. 11 years, 3 months, they came to my office. She complains surgical intervention. Look at his dentition. I don't have any solution other than surgical intervention. This is his set. Not only big mandible, he also has hypoplasia of maxilla as well. When you look at his growth stage, the growth stage is very important. To have a very big change for BAMP, you have to have some growth, remaining growth, certain amount of remaining growth. He was the P2 stage, P2 equal stage just before the onset. So the window for growth is quite wide and big. And I recommend him and his parents. This is a new kind of rice. Why don't you try this? And they said yes. So I put lateral nasal anchor place and asked him to wear this appliance all day long. Think about, he just wear this mask and goes to the school, and so I asked his parents that before he wear this mask, please meet his teacher and friends, so they might understand what is his circumstance right now, and please ask them to encourage him in a certain way. Anyhow, he wear this mask so well. So this is the initial. At 6 months and 16 months. So don't look at the initial months and just look at the 16 months profile. I think he needs class 2, treatment. Why don't we, apply head-gears or twin graft for him? He has a small mandible and large maxilla. Just before and after. we have the maxillary complex, the huge change of maxillary complex, and also we have mandibular changes, the lameness, silhouette, and reduction of corneal angle that brings mandibular chin point backward like this. So right after we have the improvement of profile, we apply fixed price. Actually, I want to, delay the fixed price treatment, but he has some problem with crowding, especially canine area. So I have to arrange that problem. So after 2 years and 10 months from the initial, I removed his surprises. This is the bonding photographs. When you look at the left photo, which is patient's right side, I set up the almost two class 2 type of class. This is not class 2, but I tried to do over treatment, also over treatment on all white as well, to make some physical barrier against the mandibular enhancement. This is the bonding set. So I want to finish this work and do aftermath, but you know what? This is not the end of the work because mandible keeps growing. That was the reality. After a year and 5 months before, the profile was good. But we recognized vitally and class 3 molar step on patient's left side. From this stage, the patient's left mandible started growing. So he got kind of asymmetric facial type. You can recognize the asymmetry, but still keep good profiles, a large nose, small chin. And after 2 years and 3 months, we have a little bit larger open body. We still have class 3 molar step. So at that time, I want to see what happened. So I did superior position. Yes, we got the elongation of contact. Definitely, the mandible was growing. Another thing I want to mention is reopening of corneal angle and see forward of the lens. Right after the debonding, I asked the patient to wear the face mask for nighttime wearing. But at that time, the patient was the age of a teenager. And he refused to wear this face mask. He just stopped. He had so many things to think, and he had so many things to work as a teenager. So he just dropped the face mask. So this is what happened when patients stop the face mask. It just goes back to the original pattern. I wait until the seeds of growth of this patient. So until he reached the age of 17, he still keeps good profiles like this. And open body is still resisted. On the left side, you can see the crestreal vision step. The right side becomes more crestly wise molar step. And asymmetry becomes severe. This is debonding. So we started the second treatment at the age of 17, and we removed the appliance at age of 19. So this time we use microimplant and also different types of crystal appliance. And we got the good provide and good solid moral relationship. This is the second from preventing all second treatment. Because we started the second treatment right after his seizure of growth, mandibular growth, there is no change of mandible. The mandible is intact. There is no change. So when I reviewed this patient, I learned something. I can change mandible with DAMP like this. Raised femur, reduction of corneal angle, and that brings mandible back forward, backward. But when he started traction, mandible wants to go back to original patterns like this. But once the growth is ending, when the growth ceases, there will be no mandibular growth, there will be no relapse, there will be no mandibular change. So we have to keep asking to wear application of face mask to patient diligently. And after 8 months of debonding of second treatment, he came back he visited my office, and he said he cannot come to my office anymore because he had to move to another city. And he asked me to remove the place, so I removed the place. You can see the small relaxation of lower back, but molar relation wasn't intact. And I keep calling him to visit my office, but he refused. So I think this is the last one I get from his treatment. So, how and when we ended the war, we ended the treatment is the question. The answer is never stop asking application of the face mask until the end of growth. This is a long-term study from my school. I got accepted as a Điều and scheduled publication late this year. And we have another long-term study of the AMP from other school in South Korea. His name is Dr. Cha. So I want to compare two longitudinal studies. The left side blue one is my study. I used the lateral reservoir as an increase, and Dr. Cha used the diagnostic buttress as an increase. The sample size is about -17, and here 22 versus 20 versus 23. The baseline is exactly the same, 10 years old, and treatment time is exactly the same, 1 to 1.2 years. And follow-up is a little different. His follow-up is 1 year longer than mine. When you look at SNA, as I mentioned before, so I got the T1 is right after the application, and T2 is 6 years follow-up. Right after the application of face mask, I have some meaningful difference from DAMP. But as time goes by, it is gone. There is no significant difference between two groups, DAMP and conventional face mask. So I was surprised. Dr. Cha got tremendous Or, I don't know how he managed the patient, but right after the application of face mask, he got so much advancement of maximum. And even he stopped the application of force, the maxilla grows automatically. I don't understand what happened, but this is what he said. He wrote about his patient. The impressive one from my study is still this one. Upper part change was very effective, and the change goes through even 60 years. So this change is, I would say, this is permanent change. But there is no upper part change, OB change from this study. So I think rotation pattern will be quite different because of traction point is different. This appliance comes from posterior, mine comes from anterior. There is no difference in mandible. Mine, he got something, but it's gone. And mandible plan as well. Actually, my sample group is different from 2 years study. It's harder to get long-term samples. So sampling is still changing, and I have less cooperation group in my treatment group. Samples in my treatment group. That's why the mandibular change is not that impressive. So question is, can we change the mandibular shape? To change the mandibular shape, we have to have longer wearing time. And when patients reach teenager growth, they refuse to wear the external traction. So I was thinking, this is not the right way to change mandibular. I have to change my treatment protocol toward internal traction. So now I try to ask patients to try this internal traction rather than external traction. Because to have mandibular change, I need more wearing time. From this comparative evaluation and with this system review meta-analysis about internal traction and external traction, they said that vertical change of mandible was better controlled by plastic elastic, which is internal traction, DAMP, with mini plate. Then, external traction. So, now my choice of treatment, severe prestige is internal DAMP like this one. So far I have 8 internal traction patients. I'm going to show you 3 different types of patients which has different skeletal patterns. One has long, which is dolichofacial. The other one is short, brachyfacial. And the last one is old, the mature patient. I figured out that the internal traction is effective on those 3 types of skeleton. Let us see. Let's go for the wrong one. With this dolichofacial patient, left one is before treatment, and right one is after treatment. And short one. Maybe you recognize this. This actor is Lee Van Cleef, and he has a unique lunar angle, showing brachyfacial. And this is before treatment, left one is before treatment, right is after treatment. And the mature one, the left one is before, right bone is active. Okay, now we try to figure out what happened to each category. When you look at the long one, vertical face type, 12 years old, male patient came to my office. His orthodontist said he needs surgery. He said that there would be no other choice. But he said, I don't want to get surgery. Look at his mouth. He wears the fixed braces. The worst one is like this. The orthodontist tried to catch a mandibular growth with fixed braces. That would be nightmare. He never catch the mandibular growth. See the braces on his teeth and the DC face with large mandible. When I look at his growth stage, his MP3 stage, he just get on the outside. So I think the available growth is still remain. The window is wide. This is initial separation. The first thing I did on this patient is remove all fixed brackets, aligners, and clean up. And I installed 2 metal plates on his maxillary, posterior maxillary, which is infrazygomatic area, and 2 new plates on mental area. Actually, I did not. The surgeon did. So what happened? After 1 year and 6 months, the nature comes out because he has space problem on maxilla. When I remove the braces right away, can I move out from the line of occlusion? And then, although we have the positive object, you can see that the mini place, lower and upper. And he also wears this elastic aldehyde. Left side is before, right side is after. This is the comparison of several variables. Okay, let's see what happened. This is 3 years superimposition. Because I kept asking the last for 3 years. Whenever he asked, when should I stop? When would I stop? I said, you cannot stop until you stop your growth. So he wears this elastic for 3 years. It is tough to patient. So the real condition for using this kind of intraoral ENT is patient's profit corporation, not profit, maximum corporation. Look at the A point. I would say this is more than 7 millimeters. And we also can see the mandibular change. The ramus swing back, reduction of bony angle. That's why, even though the patient got the bigger mandible compared to the before, but the chin point located still same location, same AP place. So this is initial 18 months and 36 months. Up to 36 months, I insist full-time wearing the elastic. So up to 3 years, he wears his elastic all day long. After 3 years, the growing speed, decreased as his growing speed decreased. I started physical treatment. So for 3 months, I asked him to wear the elastic only for the night time. And this is current profile. He still has his physical class on his mouth. So when you look at after end of full-time earning, and what happened when I asked him to wear nighttime earning? This is a change after full-time earning to current, which is while we doing nighttime earning. Even though he wears this nighttime, the mandibular change is still, there. It's still available, even with nighttime wearing. Maybe that's because he's seizing his mandibular growth.